like Podziemski, this is where his role needs to be cemented. We hear all the chatter. We know how good he wants to be. He's talked the talk, but it's time to walk the walk. When you look at his game last night, that is the opportunity to show why I am the future of this roster. Again, 20 points on 19 shots, and it was a hideous game for Brandin Podziemski. Let's be real. He jumped out to a 20-4 lead. Pat Spencer, Quentin Post, they helped change the energy of that basketball game, and that was unfortunate for guys like Moses Moody, Brandin Podziemski, who, let's face it, these role players have been up and down to start the season.
Yeah, when it comes to Brandin Podziemski, I look at like the Spurs game when he was the kind of Brandin Podziemski that you need from this team in the second half when it was GP2 and Pods, giving them that lift as obviously Steph was putting on an absolute show, right? But Pods was doing the little things right. The ball was moving. He was making the outside shots, made a super timely three-pointer, setting good screens. But he just looked like he was in control of his game. And far too often right now, I don't think he's in control of his game. He seems, okay, he just gets too stuck. And like that's where I'm going. All right, is he a backup point guard? Is he a two guard? Is he a swing guard, a starter, a sixth man, a seventh man? I don't really know what Brandin Podziemski is right now. I still understand how he helps this team and why Steve Kerr knows that when he's at his best, he makes sense for this team. He's going to use the word connector over and over again. But look, until Brandin Podziemski has an outside shot and he's making it confidently, his game's not going to go to the next level. And until the separation, the quickness, it might not never be there. It might never be there, as far as that. He doesn't have that Jordan Poole quick 1-2 step by you. He has more
explosiveness,
footwork.
DJ, explosiveness.
He doesn't have that pure straight line explosiveness. Does he have some crafty footwork? Sure. Does he know how to get to 2 feet in the paint? Sure. But then does he know what to do after getting to 2 feet in the paint? That's where I'm getting a little bit. I don't really know what the next step is going to be for Brandin Podziemski to be who he expects to be.
No, I'm with you there. Getting into the paint, you just dribble. You're stuck in no man's land. You're getting 2 feet in the paint. You don't know what to do with it. You're stuck in traffic. And then on the flip side, Pat Spencer defensively, he's not the best defender in the world, but it's not like he's some traffic cone out there.
No.
He will press you 94 feet. He's athletic as hell, and I'm not even going to say sneaky athletic because he's considered one of the greatest lacrosse players of all time. So he's got athleticism. Pat Spencer is an athletic freak, right? And he can play D, and he's got a chip on the shoulders at the point of attack where the Warriors have struggled. Again, Orlando, 64 points in the paint. Last Wednesday against San Antonio, they outscored them in the paint by 30. So when I look at this road trip overall, there was some good, there was some bad, and there's still some question marks here. DJ, look. Before the road trip, I think you and I, Monty, Carrot, everybody would have said, hey, if they're 3-3 on this road trip, you'll take that. They had a chance to go 4-1 and get greedy. And they lost the last two games of this road trip in Florida. The veterans, they turned the ball over. They were sloppy in that Orlando game, and straight line drive speed by the Magic really did end the Golden State Warriors. But as we look at this graphic here on the 3-3 road trip, the turnovers are going to stick out. 19 turnovers per game, DJ. And you were on that road trip for the first 3 games. In Oklahoma City when they got blown out. Then we saw the drastic changes to the starting lineup, and they sweep the Spurs, and everybody's feeling good. But again, that bugaboo down there, the turnovers, they have to take care of the basketball. But overall, DJ, what were your thoughts on that 3-3 road trip?
I called it unsatisfied success because I did think, when you come 3-3, usually I'd give it like a C, an average grade, right? You split the game, I'm going to give you a C. Last night on Dubs Talk Live, I gave it a B. And because I think that when you looked at the way that they responded to that loss in OKC, huge, perfect kind of response that you want from that team when people like Draymond Green and Jimmy Butler are bringing up words like sacrifice and commitment to winning, when we're hearing things like personal agendas. It's going, okay, well, how are they going to respond these next 2 games? I didn't even know if Steph was going to play that next game in San Antonio. Same with maybe even Draymond and Jimmy Butler. But that was a statement in its own that, no, we need to go out and win this game. We need to get this. And I think if you look at the first 3 games, OKC, San Antonio, if we said, hey, they're going to come 2-1 out of those 3, we're going to say, great, that's awesome. Obviously, the Pelicans, they might be the sorriest team in the league right now.
Right.
You didn't even need Steph in that game, which is a good thing in its own. Moses Moody gets hot. Great. Right. You need those kind of wins. But the Magic loss is tough to me, Bonta. Because
why is that?
when Steph Curry and Jimmy Butler combine for 67 points at 56.5% shooting, Draymond gives you 12, 6, and 6 as a +9. Those three give you that. And were they perfect? No, they had their turnover issues as well. But when those three give you that kind of production, you need to win the game. Like that's almost should be a guaranteed win every time after that. I mean, Will Richard and Moses Moody, the two other starters, I think they had 6 points each.
Yep.
And then Buddy Hield and Brandin Podziemski, I think off the bench in that loss, combined for 9 points. Those are the things that just can't happen. And that's why I come out with unsatisfied success, because I still have kind of the same questions that I came into the road trip with the Warriors. Hey, they had the response from the OKC loss, but you also needed all 95 points from Steph Curry to come out with those wins. My biggest question right now is, we know who Steph is, we know who Jimmy is, we still know who Draymond is. Who else is it? Who is the number 3 behind Steph and Jimmy? Maybe it is JK, who's injured right now. Maybe he finds his consistency like we saw the first 5 games. Is it going to be Moses Moody one game? Is it going to be BP in another? I mean, Buddy Hield's on a milk box missing right now. So I mean, that's my biggest thing at this point is, who else is it going to be, and is it good enough? Because right now, they survived the craziest part of the schedule. I understand that, but I still have the same questions that I came into the season with when it comes to the Warriors.